Senator Macon, what purpose do you rise?
Senator,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Senator, you appear to be quite versed in these alternative investments.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, real versed. In fact, Mr. Williams just explained them to me yesterday.
So you got 24 hours. You said
I got 25. I got 20,
Holiday Inn last night.
I got 24 whole hours in, but I didn't have my Valentine here.
Okay.
Okay.
Senator, do you know in an alternative investment how the commission fee schedule works?
How the fee schedule works?
You know how the commissions work?
No.
Okay, you're not aware of that. The better they do, once they hit a benchmark, okay, anything over the benchmark is split 80% to the state and 20% to the person putting it together. So if you do considerably better than the benchmark, Senator, wouldn't you pay a higher fee?
Well, Senator, I'm not going to get into the specifics on how the numbers work. How is it, Senator, let me ask you, how is it that we're paying 1.3% average on all the
Well, Senator,
on all the numbers? Are you,
Senator, do you know what alternative investments are?
Oh, it would be like property, for instance. It could be hedge funds. It could be a number of different things.
Okay, and do you know what a long and short fund is?
You mean if you buy long, you buy short, or
You know what a long short alternative investment is?
Give me an example, and I'll tell you if I can explain it to you.
Well, Senator, it's long stocks, short stocks.
Yeah, long and a short. Yeah.
Okay, so
you hedge. You might hedge one way. You go long.
What are they long in? Are they long in stocks?
You mean right now?
No, in a long short fund.
I'm not sure what you're asking.
Well, I say we're talking about an alternative investment,
which is 5 times higher than the rest of the states.
Oh, okay.
And yet we're down compared to the. I didn't get into that because the senator from Senator, excuse me for saying your name. I'm sorry. Senator Levinas had talked about that. We're actually below, contrary to your charts.
Okay. But on the fee structure, Senator, the reason the fees could be higher is that the alternative investments have done better, which results in a higher fee to the people.
If that's true, then why are we below the? Why are we in the bottom 17 states?
Senator, part of it's market timing. Have you ever heard of market timing?
Then if your market timing's bad and we're in the bottom 17, why are we at 1.3%?
Okay.
You want me to say that again? If we're in the bottom 17%, what does the market timing have to do with it? Puts us at 1.3%.
Hey guys, I know everybody's busy right now. But
Senator from Lexington, what purpose do you rise?
Senator, yield for a few questions.
Yes, sir.
What's that?
Senator,
yes, sir.
Did you know that the treasurer was elected by the people of South Carolina?
Yes, sir.
I was going to throw a few facts at you. Did you know he won all 46 counties during the 2010 primary?
Yes, sir.
Did you know he won nearly 1 million votes in the 2010 general election?
People trust him. People trust him. Yes, sir.
Did you know that that was the largest number of votes any South Carolina elected official has ever received, whether opposed or unopposed?
No, sir, I did not know that.
That's amazing, isn't it?
It's astonishing.
People must trust him.
Yes, sir.
Did you know that in the 2008 election that a total of 27 to 42,000 people, somewhere in that range, cast a vote for the Senate races in this state per district?
No, sir.
Okay. Did you know that the voters determined that we senators are responsible enough to receive information in order to cast an informed vote?
That's the truth.
That's when they elect us.
That's the truth.
Do you believe that we, the senators of this body, are qualified to vote on this issue?
I believe we are very qualified to vote. Yes, sir.
Do you rely on your staff and other state agency and department staff to help you make an informed decision before you vote?
Yes, sir.
I do too. Do you believe that the elected state treasurer is able to rely on his office staff and his office investment consultants and the RSIC staff to make an informed and educated decision as a commissioner of the Investment Commission?
Yes, sir.
Did you know that the treasurer has 13 financial and investment professionals on his staff and that they are fully qualified to advise him on important financial decisions?
That I mentioned a little while ago is one of the strong points and best arguments for leaving him on there, because he's just been making investments every day of the year. with the advice of his staff.
And did you know, in addition to the treasurer's staff, did you know that his office also has international financial consultants at his disposal, mainly the Bank of New York, Mellon of New York City, the Pension Consultant Alliance of Portland, Oregon, Jameson, Edens, and Woods of Princeton, New Jersey? Did you know that?
Now I do.
That's fact.
That's fact.
In addition to professional consultants, did you know that he can call major investment firms throughout the country and have their employees and resources at his disposal at no charge?
And that cheap part is good.
Did you know that individual commissioners do not have this in-depth breadth of assets at their personal disposal?
That is the case, and when we do alternative investments, which is half of where they have their money, they don't even have access to the New England PC, which is supposed to be their fiduciary that gives them the bona fides for the investment. And I hope everybody's got that. This is dangerous territory we're in.
And as you said earlier, he did that last night.
He did that last night.
And
he's doing it all the time.
He has to do it on a regular basis whenever he can make more money with our money, right?
That's exactly right. Thank you, Senator.
If the response, did you know that the treasurer staff at its disposal has a full contingent of office staff that is fully qualified?
Yes, sir.
Did you know that the treasurer's office manages and invests $4 billion in the local government investment pool?
I think I've heard that too.
Okay. Did you know that the treasurer's office managed investments totaling $12.17 billion at the close of business?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir. Every day, and that's the number that I've been talking about that he invests every day. Just about half the amount that we are talking about, he does every day.
And I don't want to belay you on these, but I want the body to know all this. Did you know that the average public pension plan invests only 10% to 15% in alternative investments?
10 to 15% in alternatives, and the state of South Carolina is 5 times that number in alternatives.
Right.
Because our experts decided to go that way.
And did you know that South Carolina's investment return is 18.3% in 2011?
That's the fiscal, yes, sir. That is the case. And the state average is 20, in that same period, if you compare it, is 23%.
And that the average state pension plan investment rate of return averages 21.3 in 2011?
Okay.
3% higher than South Carolina?
That's right. That's the correct number.
Did you know that 1% improved portfolio performance over $200 million, meaning the 3% underperformance is $600 million?
Yes, sir. Senator, if you'll let me, I think Senator from Charleston wants to say a word. If you'll, maybe you can finish up.
I'm going to finish up just as soon as I can. But I think it's real important to let the full body know why we should keep this treasurer on that commission. Did you know that we paid $343 million in management and accrued fees in fiscal year 2011?
I knew that. I talked about that.
Did you know that this is 1.3% of the fund?
Yes, sir. I talked about that.
Did you know that we're paying 5 times more than the average state pays in fees?
Yes, sir. I talked about that.
Did you know that Deloitte & Touche recently completed a risk assessment in the Investment Commission?
Yes, sir. I talked about that. And you brought that up before
I brought that up earlier. Did you know that each year the RSIC returns for the FTEs and money, even though they are significant internal quality control risks that need to be addressed, did you know that they should have utilized the budgetary resources for the FTEs to set up internal controls for proper due diligence?
Should have. That's true.
Did you know that the budget was increased to $10.1 million last year?
I do, and we had questions about it, and I think Senator from Lexington had serious questions. And did you know this? When they came before our subcommittee, They asked for about 4 times that amount.
18.9.
Yep.
$18.9 million this year. Did you know that the Investment Commission has never been independently audited?
That's true, and that's startling. But it's run by experts, so it must be okay.
Did you know that the SCRS look through to the Investment Commission audit is not a complete audit, and therefore the independent firm performing the audit cannot express an opinion?
That's true.
Do you think it is wise to have a $24.5 billion account that does not have a qualified expressed opinion from an independent audit firm?
$26 billion, and we don't have an independent audit, and everybody's hyped on experts, and this is what the experts has let us get into.
And that's the future of our retirees, right?
We're in a heap of trouble. I shouldn't say heap of trouble. We are in very, very questionable waters, and that's what the Treasurer has helped us see. And, you know, Senator, thank you very much, and if you'll please let me sit down.
Well, I've got some more information if you want it, but I'll get up there. I'd like to be heard, Mr.
Whoa.
Senator from Lexington.